Mastering ISO 28000. ISO 28000 unleashes operational excellence by unleashing risk mitigation. Which certification standard, specifically ISO 28000, defines the purpose and scope of establishing a security management system, and how does its implementation enable organizations to achieve operational excellence by identifying and mitigating risks, thereby enhancing their overall performance and resilience? ISO 28000 is a certification standard that outlines the requirements for establishing, implementing, maintaining, and continually improving a security management system, SMS, in organizations. The purpose of ISO 28000 is to provide a framework that enables organizations to identify, assess, and mitigate security risks, thereby enhancing their overall performance, resilience, and operational excellence. The scope of ISO 28000 encompasses all aspects of security management, including risk management, threat assessment, supply chain security, crisis management, business continuity, and compliance with regulatory requirements. The standard is applicable to organizations of all sizes and types, including those operating in high-risk environments, such as those in the logistics, transportation, and energy sectors. ISO 28000 is based on the principles of risk management, which involves identifying, assessing, and mitigating potential security threats that could impact an organization's people, assets, and operations. The standard requires organizations to establish a SMS that is integrated with their overall management system, and that is designed to identify and mitigate security risks, rather than simply reacting to security incidents. The implementation of ISO 28000 enables organizations to achieve operational excellence by identifying and mitigating risks, thereby enhancing their overall performance and resilience. This is achieved through the following ways. Identifying and assessing security risks. ISO 28000 requires organizations to conduct regular risk assessments to identify potential security threats that could impact their operations. This involves identifying vulnerabilities, assessing the likelihood and potential impact of security incidents, and prioritizing risks based on their severity. Implementing risk mitigation measures. Once risks have been identified and assessed, organizations must implement measures to mitigate or eliminate them. This could involve implementing security protocols, such as access controls, surveillance systems, and emergency response plans. Establishing a crisis management system. ISO 28000 requires organizations to establish a crisis management system that enables them to respond effectively to security incidents. This involves identifying crisis scenarios, establishing emergency response procedures, and assigning responsibilities to crisis management teams. Maintaining business continuity. The standard requires organizations to establish business continuity plans that enable them to maintain operations during security incidents or disruptions. This involves identifying critical business processes, establishing backup systems, and developing contingency plans. Ensuring compliance with regulatory requirements. ISO 28000 requires organizations to comply with relevant regulatory requirements, such as customs regulations, border security regulations, and maritime security regulations. Continually monitoring and reviewing the SMSE. The standard requires organizations to continually monitor and review their SMS to ensure that it remains effective and relevant. This involves conducting regular audits, reviews, and assessments to identify areas for improvement and opportunities for enhancement. The benefits of implementing ISO 28000 include enhanced security. ISO 28000 enables organizations to identify and mitigate security risks, thereby reducing the likelihood of security incidents and enhancing the security of their people, assets, and operations. Improved operational efficiency. The standard enables organizations to identify and eliminate inefficiencies, thereby improving their overall operational efficiency and reducing costs. Increased customer confidence. ISO 28000 provides a framework for establishing a SMS that is recognized globally. thereby increasing customer confidence in an organization's ability to manage security risks. Better compliance. The standard ensures that organizations comply with relevant regulatory requirements, thereby reducing the risk of non-compliance and associated penalties. Enhanced reputation. ISO 28000 enables organizations to demonstrate their commitment to security management, thereby enhancing their reputation and credibility in the market. In conclusion, ISO 28000 provides a framework for establishing a SMS that enables organizations to identify and mitigate security risks, thereby enhancing their overall performance, resilience, and operational excellence. The standard requires organizations to identify and assess security risks, implement risk mitigation measures, establish a crisis management system, maintain business continuity, ensure compliance with regulatory requirements, and continually monitor and review the SMS. By implementing ISO 28000, organizations can achieve operational excellence, enhance their security, improve their operational efficiency, increase customer confidence, ensure better compliance, and enhance their reputation. The pursuit of operational excellence. It's a journey that can be both exhilarating and humbling, often at the same time. As I delved into the world of ISO 28000, I was struck by the parallels between building a robust security management system and cultivating a strong sense of personal identity. You see, just as a well-crafted security management system is rooted in a deep understanding of the organization's unique strengths, weaknesses, and risks, so too must leaders have a keen sense of their own strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth. The most effective leaders, I've found, are those who possess a strong sense of self-awareness, an awareness that enables them to adapt to changing circumstances and make informed decisions that drive their organization forward. In my work with organizations seeking to implement ISO 28000, I've witnessed firsthand the transformative power of this standard. It's not just about checking boxes or meeting compliance requirements. It's about embracing a mindset of continuous improvement and embracing the unknown. Take the example of Global Tech, a mid-sized software company that had experienced a series of high-profile security breaches. Its leadership team was reeling, struggling to regain the trust of its customers and stakeholders. That's when they turned to ISO 28000, recognizing that a comprehensive security management system was the key to restoring their reputation and preventing future incidents. As we worked together to implement the standard, I saw the leadership team undergo a profound shift. They began to confront their own biases and assumptions, recognizing that their approach to security had been ad hoc and reactive. They started to ask tough questions, like, what are our core values, and how do they inform our approach to security? And what are the biggest risks facing our organization, and how can we mitigate them? Through this process, the team came to understand that operational excellence wasn't just about preventing security breaches. It was about building a culture of accountability, transparency, and continuous learning. They started to prioritize investments in employee training and development, recognizing that a well-equipped workforce was the best defense against security threats. As I worked alongside the Global Tech team, I couldn't help but think about my own journey as a leader. I recalled the times when I had to confront my own biases and assumptions, when I had to adapt to changing circumstances and make tough decisions. It's not easy, but it's a crucial part of growth and development. The implementation of ISO 28000 at Global Tech was not without its challenges. There were times when the team felt overwhelmed by the sheer scope of the task, when they doubted their ability to make meaningful progress. But with each small victory, they began to build momentum and confidence. They started to see that operational excellence wasn't a destination, it was a journey, one that required patience, persistence, and a willingness to learn. In the end, Global Tech's commitment to ISO 28000 paid off. They regained the trust of their customers and stakeholders, and their security management system became a model for others to follow. But more importantly, the leadership team emerged with a deeper sense of purpose and identity, one that would guide them in their ongoing quest for operational excellence. As I reflect on my experience with ISO 28000, I'm reminded that the pursuit of operational excellence is ultimately a journey of self-discovery. It's about embracing our strengths and weaknesses and using them to drive meaningful change. It's about recognizing that, no matter how far we've come, there's always room for growth and improvement. And it's about leading by example, inspiring others to embark on their own journey of self-discovery and growth.